Hey, what up? You live on Infinite TV 360, the podcast. I had to answer the phone because this is my homeboy Low right here. I know what he calling for. What up, Low? This is live. I ain't gonna even play you, so you might as well say what you got to say. Just don't tell no stories. I'm not playing it. What up, bro?
What up, bro? You all right?
Oh yeah. You know what it. You know I'm doing my thing right now. I got my man Barry and my man Royce.
What's
This
up with
is
you,
Power
man?
and Purpose. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna answer the phone. The show ain't officially started, but this is B rolling clips. You know what I'm saying? So what's up?
Right. Well, I'm just calling to let you know I'm gonna be sending that bread. No, for that key I need.
For that party. Y'all, hey, wrong number. Wrong number. I said we live, my brother. He meant to the room.
All right, just hit that when you want free.
All right, I will.
All right.
Yeah. We're going to be editing that out.
The last previous comments were of Joe and Joe only. This has no relation to Royce or Barry.
I'm about to sing you that bread.
He was like,
I know, right? Hey. Wrong number.
Greg is a...
All right. That was good. So check it out. On a lighter note from, where he go?
Yo, no, my phone connected to the damn car. Can you see me in my back?
you better fix that.
In my back?
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't
better
butt
fix
down
that.
nobody.
Nah,
I'm glad I wasn't
the
Shaniqua.
The Bluetooth kicked on the car, and it kicked on over there, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that wasn't using my voice modulator over here. Had my female thing talking. You'd have been definitely him though. Look at Kobe. Shout out to Kobe. So check it out, y'all. That's why I got the music playing. I'm gonna turn it off in a minute, but this is the last day of Black Music Month. You know what I'm saying? So I am a hip hop head. I was born and raised in the hip hop era, and hip hop is just a beautiful thing.
Amazing
around the world. But
the growth, expansion of it, man. It's just been amazing of it, man.
It's a multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar industry.
Yeah, remember when they said it wasn't gonna
Nothing
last?
moves without hip hop.
It's not gonna last.
Is it gonna last? It's definitely gonna last.
That's what they said back in the day. It's not gonna last. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, it ain't gonna last. But I think about my favorite years, which late 80s, 90s hip hop. Y'all remember like KRS-One?
You had
Boogie Down Productions.
I was playing that over the weekend.
Chuck D, Flavor Flav.
You had political rap. You had party
rap.
You had house rap.
You had house.
You know what I'm saying? It was every genre, country. You know what I'm saying? You had every.
But you had so much. You had so much more positivity in the message in hip hop.
So much more positivity.
You know what I'm saying? And
man, about a good time.
Sometimes when it's been a lot that I've been reading about this week. Be it like we were just talking about the birthrights, and we talk about hip hop, and we talk about how they try to silence us, and they try to create the narrative. When did you realize that hip hop made a turn, and what was it where it went from that positive message, that love message, that party message to guns and butter? How my boy said in Baby Boy, it's either guns or butter. So they would start talking about more violence, more glamorous things, and get this and do this. When did you notice it, and why do you think it happened?
Oh, I'll start with that. I'm gonna say it was the Colors era.
The gang violence.
Damn,
was one of the first.
That Colors era. You know when that stuff started
NWA.
That
Fuck the police.
Yep.
that. I mean, but the fuck police.
That was like the
really
beginning. So you saying that was like the beginning
more,
of it, though? I'm not saying that's the reason. But
Yeah.
that was like the beginning of it.
Yeah, because you know, Colors was up before NWA, right?
It was a couple years, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's when I really think that's when everything started to make the turn of it. That crack era, yo, for that crack era, yo, for real. That crack
was
era.
New Jack
On the
City.
West Coast side, I would agree with you on that, Royce. But on the East Coast, let me tell you what it was.
New Jack City.
No, the introduction of the woo.
The
Because
Woo.
think about it.
No.
Think about it.
What?
Everybody beforehand was wearing polka dots. Kwame and all that. But then here
You
comes the
blaming
woo.
it on the woo?
No. I'm not talking about, no. You need to follow me. You're not listening, so you're
I'm
not
listening.
following.
I'm listening.
You're talking about transitioning, right? Because you got to think about it. During that time, we were partying.
Right.
Everybody was partying, and then it transitioned. So the transition was then the guys started wearing the Timbos, long pants, everybody looking like Method Man from the Wu-Tang. That's on the East Coast side. Everybody dressed that way, rapping that way.
But Colors was out way before Woo.
No. I'm talking about.
That's what
different transitions. But yeah, you got to think about it, man. Hip hop is, from one end of the country to the other. Right. So you had the Colors on the West Coast. Then you also had the changing going from the party style on the East Coast to the Woo.
In DC,
I was there.
when Colors came out,
I don't know about the.
When Colors came out, that's when flags started coming out in DC. We ain't never had no flags in DC before until Colors. We ain't never had. It was always rep your hood, your neighborhood, your street, the corner, your block, whatever. But we ain't never had no flags until Colors came around, bro.
I think that violence. I think the gangster rap made it more. I'm gonna speak my mind. Fuck what you talking about. But that was the violent side of it. For me, what I think it was like Master P and them when that down
make them say, huh?
That bout it. No,
man?
not make. Yeah,
the ice cream.
The people on the radio was listening to make it say.
You talking about the ice cream
man? Bout it. Ice cream man. We
you
talking
about the ice cream man?
But you know what, though, guys? Honestly, we're all correct on this. But you also got to just think about it. Royce, you just basically talk about the West Coast.
No,
I talked
said
about
the
East.
beginning. I said,
but dog, it doesn't matter when. But the fact is, it's also regional as well.
It all added to it. It all added to it.
Everything is a combination. So all of us can be right at the same time. Right. It's just simple fact is this is also regional as well because things were happening on the West Coast that transitioned eastward. Things that happened on the East Coast transitioned west, and then you had the South. Because you're right. Master P and they was one of the first.
Just the way his album covers looked.
Yeah, but you had Master P, you had Scarface. You had Scarface with the Ghetto Boys.
Boys.
Yeah, so it was a transition from the party atmosphere. Think about it. There was a time where only thing you saw on BET and all them different video shows was positive party videos.
That's all that was out.
All you saw, right?
But
and then the transition began in different directions based on different regions, and it crossed over.
So now that transition from what we grew up listening to and what we listened to in high school, was it a natural evolution or was it forced by big money?
That's a good question.
It just evolved. That's all.
You think it just evolved to what it is now?
It's natural. It was an evolution. It was just a representation of like music, man. Music changes. It shows who you are. It comes from the streets. Music has always been a representation of the times.
Exactly.
So yes. So that's what I'm saying. So you still have artists out there representing that positivity, but they are not being marketed the same way. So that's why I asked.
Nowhere near.
Was it a forced evolution or was it just natural evolution? Because they see where this is where the money at. The money ain't in peace signs in Africa.
The money's not in Rhapsody. It's in Glorilla.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
So
I think, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. I think current rappers, whether hip hop, whatever you want to call it, owe Hammer a huge apology.
you say Hammer?
Yes. Because
Tell me
Hammer,
why.
think about it. Hammer was one of the first rappers during that time that basically took hip hop as he had it.
Right.
You guys think about it, during that time, Hammer was huge.
Hammer was huge.
We laugh
Hammer
at about
was
it
the
now,
biggest.
but during that time, Hammer was up there as
Don't
one
nobody
of the
laugh
top
about it.
performers.
I always gave Hammer his
Yeah,
props.
but he was eventually was ridiculed to the point where they basically pushed him out, and that's all because he went commercial. He had all the Pepsi commercials, if I remember correctly.
did.
He had his own
They
cartoons
they
and all
said
that.
he was
Think about
misrepresenting the culture.
Right.
And
And-
he
No, he
set
wasn't.
The game.
No,
That's
he
what
wasn't.
they said.
No, he wasn't. He was expanding the culture.
I agree.
He was expanding the culture.
I agree.
And you talking about you need to give Hammer props. I'm go back further. Give Will Smith his apology. No, not Will Smith. Give the Fresh Prince his apologies.
Yeah. I think
He
Hammer
won the
was
first
one of
Grammy
the
for
first
rap.
ones.
He-
Hammer was one of the first artists that had like a phrase that was like coin, too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit. Yeah.
No.
They was saying too legit to
Now
quit
you know
everywhere.
parents just don't understand, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Different coast, different time. But they was around the same era, actually. They was
Yep.
around the same era, maybe a couple years apart. But I was big on all of that. Moving from Detroit, Michigan, going to Denver, Colorado, the music scene was totally different. So I went from, like I said, Eric B and Rakim, EPMD, KRS One. I went from that.
That's what you had out there
to-
in D.
to-
Out there, that's what you had out there in Detroit.
In Detroit, yeah, and
I-
then when I get back, when I move out here to Dana Dane, I was on Heavy D, all
Dana
that
the
East Coast.
Fella,
And then when I
Dana
moved,
Dane,
when I
hey.
moved to Denver, it was Too Short, E40, NWA. You know what I'm saying? What's his name?
okay.
DJ Quick. That's what it was.
Spice
So
One.
I got
Hey, Spice
Spice
One,
One.
MC8.
I was getting the culture from both sides. So in school, I still rocked this, but I was being newly exposed to this over here. And so I just had a great appreciation for hip hop all the way, because you listen to the stories, it's like, it's different. Everybody got a story. Everybody tell it their own way, but damn, it's the same damn
It's
story.
the same story with different,
See, in
different
Ohio,
words. It's the
see,
same
in
story
Ohio
with
for
different
us,
words,
it was
bro.
the New York, culture.
Right.
So that's when I was talking about the whoop, because where I was from, everybody was dressing like the woo during that time. That's just how it
Not in
was.
Detroit. I don't
Well,
think
that's not
it
Detroit,
was.
but I ain't talking about Detroit. I'm talking about where I was from.
Brain,
Yeah,
hardcore
yeah,
from the
no, I
brain.
hear that.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
saying it
Meth-
wasn't like that.
Hey,
No, I don't.
Meth was
I
the
don't
beast.
think it was a particular style, but I feel that. Wu Tang was what, 90 what?
3,
Six?
4.
No, it was like 93.
It was, I definitely know it was 93 because they came to Virginia State, and that
92. They formed in 92 and they released in 93.
And they had their own story they were telling. They were talking about, as they call it, the grinding, back in their neighborhoods and things that they were doing.
because
Just
the
like
Wu,
Royce, you were talking about colors in the West Coast. They were talking about, the flags going on, the different, the Bloods and the Crips. Then you look out the South, what was going on with them. You had, again, going back to Master P, selling
Yeah.
drugs and shit, Ice Cream Man and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the beginning. That is the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And I
That's
think
when
record is
hip hop started changing all around.
But see, the message, and that's why the conspiracy theory is that Big Money changed the message. Because
I don't think that it really
If the-
started changing. I think that the street got more mainstream because rap has always been about the streets for real,
but listen to what, but
it ain't.
but
But
the
it
point-
didn't have the marketability that it does now. Gangsters
point I'm
wasn't
trying to
cool
make
like
is
it
the
was back then.
the voice. You know what I'm saying? When if you control the voice, then you'll be able to control the masses. So what we putting out is going to be this instead of that, because we don't want the masses to be like, okay, we are this, we are that, because that's just how I think. I look at the certain people with a side eye and that they have a secret agenda, and that's why I was asking those questions. Because if you can control the voice, all right, now we ain't gonna pay you $1 million for that, but we'll pay you $1 million if you say this. No, we're not gonna push this album because you talking about coming together and building up your community.
That's all day.
We'll push this album because you talking about selling that crack.
That's all day though.
That's what I'm saying, because they controlled it. So it's artists that wanted to be. You can look it up. There's plenty of artists that wanted to be on the positive side, but then I got to be over here. I got to be this.
Wasn't marketable enough.
It wasn't marketable enough. So they controlled it. So I think about all the artists that wanted to stay true to who they were, but wasn't able to secure the bag in the same way.
And they stayed independent, and they never got that. And they never got that $1 million. They got
Some
that
of them
$500,000.
did.
They got that $500,000, but they didn't get that full. What I'm saying is that they got some money, but they didn't get that money.
They didn't get that back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's so messed up that that's the way it is. But that's just the way our world is. Yo. Our world is built for entertainment.
But you know what? I mean, let me tell you something else, though. You also saw around that time the growth and expansion of different record companies. Bad Boy, Death Row.
Well, those are independent. Those were our record labels.
Right.
They were.
But that's also when they all started gravitating towards them, too, though. So you got to think about it. There was a time period, the only songs that you heard in the early 90s, probably early to mid-90s, either Bad Boy or Death Row, which led to that East-West Coast thing. And then eventually it started transitioning on, yes, sir. Yeah, Mix-a-Lot Records involved in that later on. You had, what the other ones down in South? The ones coming out of Atlanta. The Dungeon Family. Family coming out of Atlanta. Yeah.
I feel like because of what I did at that time, I was spinning records, so my crates were eclectic. I listened to every coast, like literally. I was down sailing in the South with ESG. You know what I'm saying? I like Lil Kiki. Even some of the Latin rappers. South Park Mexican. Like, it's a lot of them that I really liked. So yes, MJG, all of them. So I was Suave House. I was all over the place.
Under Violator.
I was all over the place when it comes to music, but you are right. Death Row and Bad Boy were leading it. They were
No Limit.
Ford and
No Limit came
they were
in
Ford
right
and
after
GM
them.
and everybody, and then there was everybody else. Honda, Toyota. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So that was the great era to me. That was the best era of music. I was just thinking about that. I'm glad y'all was able to. Hey man, talking about growth, I need you to grow into your shoulders. He's over there looking like Max Headroom. Come on.
I'm worried about myself, and you should too.
I'm talking about on this frame. I'm worried about the whole show. That's what I'm talking about. Come on up.
Come on, E.T.
Yeah, I know, right?
I am sitting in a very uncomfortable chair, so I'm making the most of it.
That's terrible.
So
Gotta get a comfortable
You gotta work
chair.
with your production staff. You gotta work with your production staff.
Like, see, at least my chair comfortable.
Yeah, we gotta work on your production staff.
But do you have a mic?
I don't need a mic.
Yes, you do.
Sound like you got a mic.
That's what I said.
Down his throat.
I don't need a mic.
I gotta write him a script so we could sell some stuff. Michelob. Go get him some Michelob Ultra commercials.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, what y'all think about this NBA draft? Anybody paying attention to it?
No.
Y'all done
I
with the
really
NBA? Y'all ready
didn't.
for football then?
I really am.
Okay.
I really am. Y'all see these Redskins?
That's your team?
One of them, Redskins and Bears, yeah.
I thought they called the Commanders. You're not gonna call them the Commanders?
I mean, so you're gonna say the Redskins is racist, then you're gonna call them the Commanders, the people who took over the Redskins?
You refuse to call them the Commanders?
You know what I'm saying? I just can't.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Can't get with it, man. I've been doing it for too long, bro. That's just
The words expressed by Royce Pelkey are for West Pelkey only,
that's real. What I said,
not reflective of power and purpose.
that ain't.
Because when they start boycotting this show because of what you just said, it had nothing to do with me. I believe I call it Commanders.
I'm a real fan. HTTR.
Just like I don't call it Cleveland, I call them Cleveland Guardians, even though these be the Indians.
They the Guardians?
Yeah, they changed their name. Yeah.
When they changed to the Guardians?
It's been about
I'm a Cleveland Indian.
3-4 years now.
That's terrible.
What, they owned by Marvel or something?
Guardians of Cleveland.
Shit, they need it.
Okay, you said Marvel. Did you see the show? Ironheart.
Ironheart. I watched
Good
it.
segue. Yeah,
I had to go back and watch, and it was a good watch of rewatching.
That Joker was all right.
Black Panther. I had to rewatch that.
Oh, when she was introduced.
When she was introduced. I remember, but I wanted to go back and see it. Then I started watching. It seemed cool.
It was good. It's gonna be pretty decent.
I still ain't seen the Thunderbolts.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, you
it's
seen
good.
it, Barry?
It was okay. Yeah,
Is it long?
it's watchable. Yeah.
That's long.
Honestly, I would just say this:
Lord.
it sets it up for what's to come.
More long movies.
It sets it up for the next phase of the Avengers.
Oh my God, this.
There's more coming. Thanos wasn't enough.
Of course. You know they're making Doomsday, right?
Yes, and what was the one dude on Marvel and damn, which one was that? What was the black dude? Majors? What was the one he was in? Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, Kang. He was Kang.
Okay. And one of the dudes in Kang, he floated around just a little head. That's what I feel like right now. The head. What was his
That's all
name?
you see.
What was the head?
Max Headroom.
He was in the other one with Ant-Man. He turned to the head and he was floating around.
MODOK.
Yes.
No.
Yes. you picking up what I'm putting down, Royce?
Bro, he's talking about me because I'm chilling now. So
Dude, right here.
you can edit this. Make up your fucking mind.
It's another one. It did. What's the other one on? Y'all remember Coming to America when he was the detective, the head detective?
Head detective. That was Living Color.
Living color. Look at him trying to make
But
a crack.
now
Can't
you
get
sit
your city or town right. Yeah, man. If you gonna crack, get your references
Throw
right.
me.
David Williams was the head detective. They throw him at it. He threw him at it.
Throw me.
Throw me.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
Yeah.
I wish I put that on my Facebook the other day, man. How come you can't even find any network, HBO, no streaming service? You cannot watch an episode of Living Color if it's not on
I got
YouTube.
I got the whole series on DVD. I
Gotta
got the
figure
whole
out a way for
series
us to
on
download that
DVD.
shit.
I got the whole thing.
Is it on Netflix?
No.
I thought it was
No,
at one point.
Huh?
I thought it was on Netflix at one point.
Oh, I don't know. But it ain't now.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah. I got
Man,
that
I
as a gift. I got it as a Christmas gift a
Got the
couple
whole
years ago.
series.
Whole living series.
How many seasons was it? 5, 4?
I have to go look and see. I want to say like 5 or 6.
Man, damn it, Living Color. I used to watch all of that.
We all
Hilarious.
did. Yeah, we
One,
all
one
did.
of the best shows ever.
Ever.
One of the best shows ever.
But the world too sensitive for it now.
Oh, it would never make it today.
Oh, it wouldn't be on now. Ooh.
They'll be
They
trying to
changed the
arrest
way
all
that the NFL conducts Super Bowls because remember, before they did their own Super Bowl spot, the NFL and the Super Bowl used to have bands.
Yeah.
Like college bands come out. And then after they did their Super Bowl performance where half the country switched over to them,
Yeah.
The following year, that's when Michael Jackson was the lead performer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael Jackson. Wow.
Yeah. Living Color.
So you owe it to Living Color
Great
for
show.
the reason why we are able to enjoy the Super Bowl halftime shows.
That was a
All,
great
be-
show,
all
man.
because of them. All because of them.
What you got for us, Royce? What's on your mind?
You know, I'm gonna talk about my man,
Who?
the dumb dude.
Huh?
The dumb dude.
Oh, come on, man.
Are you referring to Agent Orange?
Come on. Well, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna listen.
I'm not gonna rant too much. I'm not gonna rant. I've never. People. I don't even think people realize.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. If you gonna get on something with him,
I ain't going too far.
I need you to follow. I need you to follow up with something good.
Okay,
That's all. That's all.
got you.
Go ahead.
My problem is that you have troops deployed domestically, and you initiate a war, and then you try to do a ceasefire. What sense does that make? What does that look like? How stupid is it? It's ludicrous. It's frustrating. It's sad. The guys. I'm scared. I'm gonna be real. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared for my kids, and I'm scared for me,
Why is that?
bro. The things that he's doing, like you said, the history that's being erased. You know, it's just how are we gonna get it back? And if we get it back, it won't be the same. It won't be as detailed. We've lost so much history already because of this guy, and
You ain't
it's
lose it.
gone.
Huh?
But he's erased stuff off websites and stuff that's gone. And you figure a lot of stuff has been put onto computers because the papers have been destroyed. And he's destroyed that stuff that's on the websites. That's gone on the server. It's gone.
That is true. That has happened. There's been websites, I forgot which one, where it referenced
Arlington
black
Cemetery
military
website.
heroes. Black military heroes, folks who made, significant achievements.
Arlington Military.
Yep, they are gone.
Gone.
Yep, they are.
And it's bringing back Confederate names.
Yep. Yep.
He's burning so many bridges and creating so many enemies, and we are so thin that we really aren't a superpower anymore. Do people even talk about that anymore?
About what?
We're not a superpower anymore. Exactly. That's some shit, bro. That's crazy. That's terrible. For the good part, let's go something good. For the good thing. The Wizards got some ballers, yo. We got
That's what I'm talking about.
Washington, D.C. is about to be on top again in the sports world. You heard it here, folks. Power and Purpose.
NBA 2K?
DC is coming back with Power and Purpose again across the board.
Listen, on what you said about erasing, I think it's just on us to continue. I think I think he's putting us in a position where a lot of our elders are going to realize that we're going to have to take it in our own hands, as I feel that it should have been in the first place. So, more power
We
to
have
him. And
these
if this is
kids
what it
aren't
takes,
these kids aren't us though. These kids today aren't us. They don't have the same interest in us as
my
we
kid,
did.
well, like I said, I'm gonna start with mine. I'm gonna start with y'all, and that's how I'm gonna build it. That's the best way for me to build it. But these kids are not ours, and if we can touch one and talk to one, each one teach one, and we get back to some of those black cliches that we created, some of those secret handshakes that they used in the Vietnam War to let us know that we are part of this and we feel what you feel. It's going to be on us to carry the mantle. So if this is what it takes, like, for us to come together and move forward as a people, as a whole, to recognize that they don't give a fuck about us and we need to go on and do this, I'm cool with it. Honestly, when I was in the game, somebody get over on me, I had two choices: cut them off or cut them up. And sometimes it was just better to cut them off, because if that's the price I had to pay to get you from around me, then I paid a small price. And that's just how I felt about it. So the way I look at it is, what they trying to erase, that knowledge that you have, we could still get it, and some of it we still know it. We just need to talk about it more. We need to share it more. Let people know we came for something. We
Oh,
ain't just come
everybody
for
know
one.
that. No, that's the problem. Everybody knows that we came.
I've always been
how
scared.
much we've
so
done.
Me going through the things that I've been through in my life, I've always been scared. I've always been scared.
I haven't.
I'm just, but
I
I'm talking
haven't.
about me.
No,
understand.
but see, man, I have.
But my
not,
bottom and your bottom is two different things. But
no,
I've
no
always been
doubt,
afraid.
no doubt.
I've always been afraid. So
no.
I just know that I've always had to make a way without depending on, and it was something that was taught to me and instilled. Like, it's on us. It's literally on us.
I wasn't afraid before because I knew we had some things to back us, to support us.
Right.
Where we go.
What's to back us and support us?
We had some
What?
laws to back us.
Oh yeah, see, that's the difference. I'm starting to see the difference between, like, where I come from and where other people come from. Where the success that I've seen in my family and in my circle was created from my family and my circle.
No,
So we
my
weren't
folks are self-made and everything.
Let me finish, Royce. Let me finish, Royce.
No.
Let me finish. That's the difference that I see in how I was raised and how other people were raised, where some people put more stock in the government, where some people put less. That's the difference.
I'm not talking about the government.
So what do you mean? We had our back.
I'm talking about the laws to get us into school.
You said laws. I'm not.
Yeah,
right.
I'm talking about
to
get us into school. I'm talking about stuff to get us. But
who make the laws?
Okay, the government. Okay, but how about this?
So back to what I'm saying. So let me finish. You cut me off. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So that's the difference of the people like the revolutionaries and the Tupacs and everybody like that. If you're gonna use your voice, you're gonna use your voice one or two ways. And I'm not saying one way is wrong, one way is right, but that's the difference in it. And you got the Martin and you got the Malcolm. You always gonna have that. You got the Magneto and you got the Professor X. You always gonna have that. But the way they looking at it, this is the goal, the pinnacle right here. We might be on opposite ends down here, but the goal is this. It's not always gonna be the same. So when I say this is the difference that I see, I don't see, okay, this law is gonna help me. I see who made the law and what the people that made the law have done to my people, and I take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, we got what they call it, sympathizers and people that, but all in all, y'all hear you hear what I say about it. Yes, we need that, but we need this more. That's all I'm saying.
Which is what? What do we need more?
This fellowshipping, this communication, this open
Definitely
dialogue.
need more fellowship. Definitely need more talking.
Because
need more community.
Malcolm could have used a little more Malcolm. Malcolm could have used a little more Martin, and Martin could have used a little more Malcolm. Period.
I get that. I get what you're saying with that.
So to be mad at them for doing what they doing, that's like being mad at a klepto you let in your house for stealing.
No.
You knew he was a klepto. He stole some shit. You can't get mad at him.
No.
Who you really mad at? You probably mad at yourself. I'm probably mad at myself for letting you in my house when I knew you was this and I let you in.
Because I ain't let this
Still
man
took
in
from
my
me.
house,
You
bro. I ain't
lied
let
to
that
me.
man in
You
my
looked
house.
me in my face and you told me X, Y, and Z, and you did A, B, and C.
Nope.
I'm the dummy.
I ain't put that man in there. Did not. And none of the people that put him in there, I ain't vote for none of them either.
I salute you, brother.
What I'm
But that's
saying
just
is
who
that
I
I
am.
wasn't afraid because I knew that I had some type of backing. I had affirmative action. I had equal opportunity. I had diversity rights. All of that
Who
is
gave that
gone.
to you? Who
All
gave
that
you
is
that?
gone.
Who gave
Those
it
were
to you?
laws that they were laws I created. Yeah,
Who created them?
they were laws that were created.
And they took it back?
They
Dang.
they erased them bitch, bro.
No,
Them
they
bitches
didn't.
go. Take God.
We used to play a game. We used to play this game in Detroit when we was little in elementary school called Snatchies. We used to hang out outside
You said
the little corner
snatchy.
store and wait for you to walk out the store with some candy in your hand. And if we catch it and we snatch it out, if we able to get it out of your hand and say snatchy at the same time, that shit is mine. Snatchies, that's what they doing. Here you go. Here, snatchies.
You remember?
Give me that.
Nah.
That's what they do.
Nah.
Don't be shy. That's what they do. That's what
You
they
said
do.
snatchies. What was the
Snatchies.
what they used to say? What was it? The Indian giver. That's what they did to the Indians. You take this, and then they took it right back. That's what they did to the Indians, right?
Listen. The term that was used by Royce Pelkey is not the views reflected by Power and Purpose podcast.
Act like y'all never said that when y'all growing up. Y'all some punks. That's what's wrong with y'all.
The Power
I'm a 80s baby.
and Purpose podcast does not endorse such
I say Native
racist
American
euphemisms.
provider.
Yeah.
That is my political correctness.
Oh, wow.
Native, indigenous givers.
Indigenous
Givers.
yeah.
Y'all out of control.
But you know what, guys? I sat back and just listened to you talk, between each other about what's going on in the world. Because, normally I always got something to say about this.
Of course.
Saying that you both are right, because you were
Put
both
you
are
at the head
right.
of the class.
But, but this is the thing. To Royce's point, what we're seeing is honestly, the things we're seeing now, years to come, generations to come, they're going to be reading about this in the history books.
Will
and
they?
They're going to, oh yeah, because the victors, that goes, they're the ones who are able to write the stories based upon how they deem it as. And what's happened is we have sat back, and I'm not just talking about, the black community. I'm talking about basically every community out there has sat back and just said, you know what? Screw it.
No doubt.
That's what's happened. And now we're seeing the repercussions of that mentality, and screw it as in, hey, you and me, brothers, let's help each other. Let's work out different ways to financially help each other, support each other, whether it's businesses, help each other find, homes and, things of that nature. Screw it. How about we help each other when it comes to jobs? Screw it. Help each other when it comes to watching each other's children like they used to do. So if I did something down the street,
Absolutely.
the person down the street would not only get me, but then they'll call my mom and dad. So by the time I got home, I got whipped for doing the same thing that I did down there. Screw it. That's what's happening when all these different, people, everybody just says screw it. And we've allowed what's happening to us because we all just said, forget about it. Who cares? How's it really going to affect me? And guess what? It has slowly but surely affected all of us. So, Royce, to your point, opportunities that was deemed for minorities, whether it's in education, job employment, and minorities not necessarily just blacks. I'm talking about minorities also considered white women. They were the biggest contributors and beneficiaries when it comes, not contributors, but the biggest benefactors of DEI. Mm-hmm. So they voted against their own best interests. If you go down the pecking order, we're towards the bottom of that list.
We're at the bottom of that shit.
But we are the face of it for whatever God knows reason. But look what's happened with that. They've also started taking out opportunities for black-owned businesses to have a equal opportunity to gain contracts. They eliminated that. So what's happened is these things have trickled down to our normal day lives. Royce, you have a good reason to be afraid, man. You have every right and every reason to be afraid because what you're seeing is I fought in the military, served my country, talking about you, served my country, and look what it's done for me.
Yeah, for real.
But guess what? That's the same thing that the black soldiers did when they went to World War I. They came home, and look what happened to them. They were hung, chastised, did not receive GI bills like they were supposed to receive them, like their white counterparts. Same thing when it comes to the men and women that went to war for World War II. Korea, Vietnam.
Yep.
Go down the list. Not the same opportunities. So am I surprised by a lot of things that's going on right here? Not at all. Not at all. In a sense, this is something that we had an opportunity to prevent everything. And we did nothing to stop it. So now,
Don't say we.
Hey, half the country voted. I mean, what can you do about it? So at this point, only thing we can do is take care of ourselves, take care of our families, and organize. Start doing things that we need to do to take care of our communities. And the next time that a politician that we feel has our worst interests in mind, go vote to get them out of there.
Let it be known.
You need to vote.
Can't stress that enough. People are talking about, well, my vote doesn't count. Well, shit, we just saw what happens when you don't.
Twice.
Yep.
Twice, bruh.
And on top of that, they told us what they were going to do. They gave us the blueprint. They told us what they were going to do.
Showed it to you.
But we were so busy dancing, doing the latest dance craze, chasing folks, following people on every single gram and Facebooks. But on the other side, they plotting. Oh, they got plans. They got programs in order.
And I think
they had an agenda.
Yep. Some people forget that. You get in that complacency, you get comfortable, and then you really forget that this is real out here.
Yeah.
These are the people these people are doing shit. They still what's the word? Nefarious ongoings behind the scenes all the time. All the time. The devil always the devil don't give up. He don't stop. They don't stop. It's an ongoing thing.
Mm-hmm.
No. It is what it is. Hey, fellas, it was dope right here, boy. This was a good show. We had a soundtrack and everything. We gonna
I heard that Fight the Power in the background.
Hey, this was Power and Purpose. I am Joe De Niro. I got B, a.k.a. Blade, a.k.a. the Chosen One. Royce. Come on, man. You gotta add to that. What? We gotta help you out with that. It's just Royce.
That's Royce, baby. That's it. That's all that's needed.
That's all that's needed. Hey, we're gonna end this out on my homegirl, the Queen, UNITY. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we gotta stand up. We gotta get together. We gotta figure this out because ain't nobody else gonna figure it out for us. Ain't nobody else gonna help us do it. Let's get to it and let's do the best thing that we can do, and that's help each other and love each other. Peace.